Hi, fourth class. This is your story for this week. It's 15A, a plant's plea, and a plea is to beg for something, so he's pleading. So the story goes, ouch, watch it. This is the third time your football has taken off one of my leaves. I can see you love playing in the garden, but don't you ever think about us plants and our feelings? What do you mean you didn't think plants had feelings? Just because we can't talk, myself excluded, of course, that doesn't mean you can just trample all over us. Listen, I know I probably just look like an overgrown weed to you, but actually I'm a sunflower, or I would be if you'd let me grow. You know, I'm not that demanding. All I need is a bit of water from time to time and perhaps a nice feed of fertilizer. Then I'd put on a wonderful show in your garden all summer. I'd be taller than you in no time, and my yellow petals would blaze out as brightly as the summer sun. Perhaps you're wondering why I deserve to take up space in your garden. Maybe you think it would be better just to get rid of all the plants and clear the ground for a football pitch. But think about it. There are so many benefits to having plants like me in the garden. Let me draw your attention to just a few of them. So just looking at some of the words there in bold. So the first one is excluded, and that means to be left out. Trample, stamp or step on. Overgrown is like weeds, full of weeds, so they've grown too big. I'm not demanding, I'm not attention seeking at all. Petals would blaze out brightly, so shine very brightly. And that's it. First of all, plants are fascinating. You can learn a lot from watching us grow. You'll see how we get bigger as we gain energy from sunlight, water, and the delicious compost you give us. You'll watch us form flower buds that burst open to create a firework display of colour all summer long. And as autumn approaches, you'll see our seed heads form and ripen. That brings me to another benefit. Plants like we sunflowers are brilliant for encouraging wildlife. Bees and butterflies love our nectar-filled flowers, and if you leave our seed heads in place, as the seeds ripen, you'll encourage all kinds of birds and animals to your garden. You can enjoy the acrobatics of greenfinches, blue tits, and robins as they visit to gorge on our ripe seeds. You might even see a squirrel trying to have a sneaky nibble. So flowers like me are fascinating, beautiful, and good for wildlife. What's not to love? Perhaps you think it'll be hard work looking after me and the other plants in your garden, but let me tell you a secret. Once you get started with gardening, you'll quickly become hooked. There's nothing to beat the feeling of watching plants you've nurtured from seed as they bloom and grow. So some of the words there in bold: we gain energy, we get energy, or we garner energy from the sun. Nectar is what you get from plants. So the bees feed on the nectar. Acrobatics would be the gymnastics or that the birds get up to. Gorge, to feed hungrily on something. And nurture, to care for or look after something. What's more, once you discover the fun of growing things you can eat, you'll never look back. Did you know it's not only birds and small animals that can eat my seeds? Humans like you enjoy them too. All you have to do is slip them out of their shells for a nutty, chewy treat. I hear that they're even nicer roasted. Make sure you save a few seeds though so you can plant them. Then you'll have my descendants in your garden year after year. But there's more to gardening than just flowers. There's a whole world of fruit and vegetables just waiting to be grown. Do you like juicy sweet strawberries or crisp, crunchy carrots? If you enjoy shop-bought fruit and vegetables, just wait till you've tried your own garden produce. The flavours are sharper and sweeter when you grow them yourself. It also means you can pick fruit and vegetables at the very peak of ripeness. Imagine the satisfaction of sitting in the garden eating a strawberry you've grown yourself, all sweet and warm from the sun. So, by all means, keep on playing football. It's fun and good for you, or so I've been told. But make sure you don't kick and trample us plants. And you know it wouldn't kill you to put your football down occasionally and pick up a watering can. If there's one over there, actually, look. If you fill it up at the water tap, you can give me a lovely cool drink. Ah, thank you, that's better. And there's just two words on this page. Descendants are your children or who come after you, your descendants. And the other one is produce, so the goods that you produce, that you make yourself. Okay, so this week we're doing A and B as well. So those questions are easy enough. I'll let you look at them yourselves. And we look at vocabulary. So choose the word or phrase nearest in meaning to the underlined word. Don't trample on Mr. Carter's flower beds. Dance, lie, sit, or tread. And the answer there is D, tread. Number 2, we watch fireworks blaze in the night sky. Burn, sizzle, shine brightly, or grow. And that's C, shine brightly. Number 3, to gain respect from your teacher, always do your homework. And that's get, keep, lose, or feel. So gain is to get. Number 4, in autumn the birds gorge on berries in the hedgerows. Sit, nibble, feed greedily, or live. And that would be C there. Feed greedily. 5, Ali nurtured the tadpoles until they turned into frogs. Cured, looked after, nursed, or cleaned. Nurtured, looked after. And 6, Jenny was sad because she felt excluded. Included, left out, lonely, or involved, and that's B, left out. Next is the vocabulary section on the next page. Okay, so number 1, the deserted garden was completely what? Puny, overgrown, or trampled, and that is overgrown. Number 2, celebrities can be very nurturing, unhelpful, or demanding. Would be demanding. Number 3, butterflies enjoy the sweet something from flowers, sweet nectar. Number 4, if you're good at something, you can do cartwheels and somersaults, and that's acrobatics. Number 5, your something are your children and their children, your descendants. Number 6, the market was full of delicious traders, produce, or fabrics. That would be produce. And then the grammar this week is pronouns. So just to go over what they are, it replaces the names of people and things. So Adam shouted to Leah and Leah ran over to Adam. Adam shouted to Leah and she ran over to him. So she and him are pronouns. So to replace the words of the people's name. Pronouns that replace people are things are I, me, you, him, he, her, she, it, we, us, they, and them. Okay, so write the sentences, replace the underlined words with pronouns. We took the dogs to the park and the dogs ran around. My family and I are going on holidays to France. Abigail saw Maria and Abigail waved at Maria. Ted knocked the lamp and the lamp fell over. So if you want to stop it now and then come back and I'll give you the answers. So number 1, we took the dogs to the park and they ran around. Number 2, we are going on holidays to France. 3, Abigail saw Maria and she waved at her. He knocked the lamp and it fell over. So write the text, fill each gap with a suitable pronoun. You can use the same more than once. So the pirates gasped when they saw the treasure chest. Follow me, shouted Ruthless Ralph, the pirate chief. The pirates ignored Ruthless Ralph and rushed past him. They all wanted to be the first to get to the treasure. Wait, there's plenty of treasure for all of us, said Ralph. But by the time we got to the chest, it was empty. But by the time he got to the chest, it was empty. There's no we there. So F, the writing skills, is informal language. It's just using pronouns like you or whatever else. So you can have a read through that and try that one. And then this one then, which I do want you to try to do, is planning a persuasive article. So plan an article for your school newspaper, persuading readers to do something to help the environment. I thought that would be a nice one, especially as we got our green flag there recently. Congratulations, everyone. And choose an idea from the list. So stop dropping litter, look after garden birds, plant flowers to attract bees, and use reusable water bottles. Use books or the internet to research why people should do this, what might happen if they don't, things that are fun or easy about doing it, and something people could do to get started. Make notes in your copy. So do just a wee plan for that for this week and come up with maybe a couple of ideas for one thing. All right, best of luck this week, guys, and I shall talk to you during the week. Take care. Bye.